From the first map we restored, every texture hand remade, every shadow, every light, every ruin we reclaim. We breathe new life in forests, rebuilt the ancient stone, turned broken worlds to wonders. Now the legend has been born. Through countless nights we labored, with passion, fire, and will. Every detail resurrected, every dream became real. This is Age of Cignare. We've had reborn, renewed, from the first round to the last. We made the old feel new. Age of Cignare, our masterpiece breaks through. We raise the whole world higher. Now the sky is split in two. Mountains carved with glory, cities glowing in the night. We fixed what time destroyed, brought forgotten realms to light. Every zone transformed, every corner redefined. We poured our soul and vision into this new design. Through countless nights we labored, with passion, fire, and will. Every detail resurrected, every dream became real. This is Age of Cignare. We've had reborn, renewed, from the first realm to the last. We made the old feel new. Age of Cignare, our masterpiece breaks through. We raise the whole world higher. Now the sky is split in two. Every hour, every fight, we gave it everything. Now feel the power rising. Hear the empire sing. This is Age of Cignare. From beginning to the end, we revamped every map now. Let the heavens descend. War drums shaking the ground, guitars screaming loud. This is our revival. Stand up and scream it proud. This is Age of Cignare. We've had reborn, renewed. Age of Cignare. We made the world brand new. Rising high.
Cignare forever. Ha ha! Let's go, baby! Ha ha! Oh, hello everyone, and welcome to another Age of Cignare online. This is your friend Cignare, and oh, I'm having a great time. It is absolutely supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Ah, man, this is a duplicated town that I kind of is trying to get good at this, but so yeah, it looks pretty nice. It's kind of like an expansion of what it used to be uh, Robiton. I think that's the actual name. There's another section there, and we have a very large castle, very very large environment. Uh, Fun to walk around. Once I start the quest, every single NPC, doesn't matter if it's a um, castle guard, or it doesn't matter, if it's a regular NPC. Uh, I have to texture this. I should put it aside already, but it's not a section I'm doing right now. So I pretty much fixed and finished the entire map. It had a lot of bugs. I fixed it. Pretty much everything is working 100%. I actually activated the necessary NPCs. I actually made it where you can go to Barta Square from any NPC. It doesn't matter which one is it. So I don't think it should be an assigned NPC to go to Barta Square. I guess that's something, I don't know. It's just not really an ideal, in my opinion. But that's just my view. That's why I'm doing it. So, you can go to Barta Square from any castle. Of course, you can't be on your horse. That's another one. I'm thinking about removing that horse thing in Barta Square because it just doesn't make sense. Why can't you ride your horse? Um, you're just not going to be able to open your player shop if you're on a horse, but you should be able to ride around um, on your horse, right? Look at this. Why not exhibit your mount everywhere you go? Oh, look at that saddle. The saddle looks so incredible. I love it. Um, so there's quite a few updates that I've been working on, and I've been a pretty bad boy. Just kidding, just kidding. Um, Pretty much, I've been working on new things. It's kind of like uh, let's just working at new stuff. So I went in and I added 10. Well, we had already three mounts. The originals were the brown horse, I believe, right? The brown horse. Then you have the black horse, and then you have the white brittle horse, right? And then they added a new one, the gold horse. It's just the way it looked. It was just to plain entire gold. There was no design or anything, and I understand. It don't matter. And then Cage, of course, he was the first one who actually figured out how to do this. It wasn't easy. Make no mistake about that. But once you did the first one, the other ones are a little easier than what you think they will be. And so I pretty much created, the first three horses are going to be first or four. I think it's four. Yeah. One, two, three, four. As you can see, they kind of separate from the other six. So those are the regular ones. They're all by rank, of course. You have the regular brown, which is going to be all the way to 50. And 50, you're going to get the black one. At level 100, you get the white one. I think 125, which is 25 levels later, you get the gold. And then after that, you need to, there's another one, rank 6 here. Where are you? That I removed. They're right here. The Lunar. This one right here. But we'll get to that one. We'll get to that one in a minute. Then I added the mask, as you can see. That's another perk. Um, the It was actually really fun doing this. Creating and painting the texture that match the actual whole set, the old whole set. You remember the old Red Knight. Do I have any space? Yeah, I do. Uh, the old Red Knight. Of course, this is not the old one. This is just what what I did. I kind of used like a candy apple with it, right? I used this candy apple cherry. I don't know. It was just I was just trying to find the actual red on it. I wanted to keep the name, so that's why I make sure that but the way I spread out all the armor sets are a little cool because now we have all the way to rank 10. So now you can actually, and then they all retexture, so you're not gonna feel like you're using an old thing or anything. They look pretty cool. They look decent, better than, of course, than what they did. Some people may have different opinion. I respect that. It don't matter. Everybody has their own flavor. But anyways, then I made a mask. I made a whole set of masks. There's quite a few different ones. Look at that one. But they all have a rank and they all have a particular uh, I would say particular rank that fits their armor. I think it looks pretty nice. This is um, I'm not sure yet, but I may do another 10 mask, different, of course, all brand new. Um, and I have a different idea with that, but I'm gonna do something different. But this is actually pretty cool, considering the Red Knight. This is the whole entire Red Knight set from the armor, right? Of course, the way I set up the armors are going to have you're gonna be able to get perks in the armor so that you can increase your physical attack or you can increase your physical defense. As you can see on the perks on the bottom, have a little 0 in green on it. Then you have your magic attack and you have your magic defense. Then you have your hit point, mana point, critical, speed, and intelligent. Um, I really spend quite some time getting that to work and actually recreating the system because the old one, at least the one that I had, it wasn't pretty much working very well. That's why I guess it wasn't like by default. Um, but I activated it and then I find out what was wrong with it and I recreated it. So now it actually works really well. I tested it for about a week. Uh, yeah, of course, all those things when I do the alpha on Steam, we're going to get a lot of, feedback, hopefully. A member of a few communities that are pretty much excited for the content and everything that I'm creating. And a couple of those communities, they have over 30,000 members. I'm not saying we're going to have 30,000 people, but there's a few hundred people that they definitely are very interested, combining of the communities and so on and so forth. So I think we may have a little small wave coming in at first. Once it become open in Steam, the game is going to be fully open in Steam. I have completely created this in encryption for all the files. So I am very, very excited that I can, regardless of anything, I can actually release the files uh, and not worry about anybody that has a version of the game taking anything and try to use it on their version. It's not going to work. At least the main stuff, Um, all the models, the maps, all the textures, anything that I worked thousands and thousands of hours. Everybody who thinks that I spend a few minutes, no, I've been working over maybe 11, 12,000 hours in this game since I have it. Of course, I've done a lot more in the last 6 months since I've learned the magic of the code and the whole 9 yard. I got to thank that to to Cage. He is the beast. He's the best. And I just got to thank him. Without him, I don't think I would be able to do what I'm doing. I'll be right honest. So, anyways, um, I've taken the liberty to add a lot of items. I mean, I added 10 new staff, 10 new shields, 10 new daggers, 10 new two-handed axe. I also added 6 new horses. Technically 5 because Cage did this one right here. I just retexture it and change the name, but it's his horse. He's the one that created it. So I can say I did the last 5. Then I added 16 max. The mask, they're actually, look at that. And this is the first best rank 2 armor set. This is also known as the bronze armor set. Not the bronze plated. The bronze plated is on the next rank. So it looks pretty decent. Look at that. And if we actually add, let's see, where are you? Right here. Did I remove? Yeah, I took the other shield out. The green shield. But look at that. Falling. Rain is falling down. This entire castle, I retexture it. So everything looks so new, so clean, so nice. Everything is brand new. All the models or every map, every single, everything is set. Let me show you. This is the Black Knight horse. And the Black Knight should be Black Knight armor, Black Knight. Now we're talking. Look at that. Yes. And of course, you have remember, I did the colors, so you can actually, when you walk in, you can see the fire. It has 4 different colors. If you attack a mob, oh, this is another. Sorry, I haven't named this map yet. I actually did. I just had another map here that I was working on, which is Obsidian Canyon. And that's why it's all like this, because it's a whole new map. So I'm designing the whole thing completely. All right, let's bronze plate it. Look at this one. This one looks really good. Look at the plater. I designed this whole thing. This is a whole brand new texture. This is a rank 3. Best rank 3. This is the second best, which is the steel. You also have the steel horse and the mask. Now, as you can see, I removed the shaking of the horse. It doesn't really shake anymore. And of course, you can turn on and off your name, as I always. This also turn it off. You can press T and it goes away. Press T again and it comes back. You can turn it on and off. This is the steel horse, the steel armor. This is all rank 4. Then you have where is the other one? Oh, this is the cool one right here. Look at this one. Oh wait, we have the mask too. Where are you? Alloy mask. Look at him right there. I mean, I even designed the frames just like the entire armor, all the outline layout. Look at that. I'm tempting a drop in this horse and from rank 7 to rank 4. So I match the entire armor. I think. And then what else? Mithril. Gold. I mean, if you look at the horses the way I did them, they look, the first 4, they look really nice. Nice and clean. Look at that. No craziness, no nothing. Just straight up armor piece, and that's it. I also gave his own, every horse his own saddle. So every time I retexture, I can also texture the saddle and the whole piece. So nice and clean. That's Tempo Night horse. But gold. Let's see. Alloy. This is Mithril. I can also. Yeah, this is why I should put this horse either rank 4 or rank 5 with the white one. Yeah. It's a nice perk. You see, the first 4 are just, your typical 4 horses. And then everything else are going to be a little faster and they're going to be, this one all the way to the blue one. They all run the same speed. The only ones that run just a little tiny more is the Black Knight and the White Knight, right? That's pretty much it. And Oricon. There's right here. Look at that. I love this mask. It looks so good. I don't know. I'm tempted to do 5 more horses to fit different armors so people can kind of match the horses with the armor. There's several armors that look so good, and the horse to match will be nice. We'll think about something else later. It wasn't hard after you know what how to do it. So I could probably create another 5 more. I was gonna do 5 unicorns, like just have like a unicorn, a little horn in the front. It has the same animation as the horse, so I might do the unicorn. I'm gonna do 5 different unicorns, And I'm gonna try. I'm not saying I will be able to, but I'm gonna try to see if I can do a Pegasus. If I can do one Pegasus, then I can do five. Then we should have a total of 20 mounts. But of course, you're gonna have your four main, then you're gonna have six specials, and then you're gonna have 10 unique mounts. And then for the most part, they're all gonna be boss drops. This is all for those who like to hunt the bosses, and we'll see the house. I actually created six new bosses. They used to have the clone of the original bosses. You'd have three Ice Knight King, and then three Blood Demons, and three different Dimension Worn. I stopped that. We're gonna have the original three, right? The Ice Knight King. Then you're gonna have uh blood. Sorry, the Dimension Worn, and then the Blood Demon. And then there's six new bosses. They are absolutely insane. We'll get to them in a minute. And elf. Look at that. I love the mask. Look at that. I mean, that came out so nice. I am so proud. Look at that. I love the way I did the texture and came out so insane. I was going to actually use an elf armor face, kind of like it looks like an entire elf because it's an elf armor. The horse, you can either use that one, or at this point you can use any horse. It doesn't really matter. Even the black one looks good on it. Look at that. Even the black one looks so good. Okay, so then, oh, this is six. That's the best round six armor. And second best. But this one, where is the one? I think it's this one right here. Yeah, this is the one I picked. With a whole helmet. Pretty cool helmet. This is the dwarf armor set, which looks pretty good. Yeah. And then you have the Titan. I just did something special. I didn't want to do something like it was before. So I literally just went crazy. I said, you know what? I'm going to do something completely off the rail. And I did. And this is what I came out with. I mean, look at that a helmet. The matching of the helmet is just insane. I mean, look at that. I'm telling you, my friend is like, bro, you need to do something like electrifying. And I said, well, I like Galaxy, so I'm gonna do like this Galaxy type medieval, you know. The actual armor itself was so cool armor, but I couldn't find something that would texture pretty cool that it doesn't look like everything else. So I just, you know what? I said this is gonna be a pretty cool. I may do the horse just for this armor only because it's so special. I just like it. I really do. I enjoy it. Look at that. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I definitely have to say it looks fabulous. Now, keep in mind, I did the hats as well. So you have the magic hats, where, it's going to be, everything's going to be by class. So this is a warrior, a class close attack. So if you're not a warrior, you won't be able to use it. The hats are for the mages. And then I'm in the process now of creating the sets for the archers. So we're going to have a couple of hoods, for assassin look. We're going to have a couple of Robin Hood looking type hats that make the archer look pretty cool. Um, and we're going to have a few helmets for archers are pretty cool that I got. So hopefully I'll be able to come out with some cool for the archers. So they also look cool as the mages and the warrior. The warriors are looking insane. I'm a warrior. I'm a tanker. I've always been a warrior. And the warrior's always been the underdog because he's always been the slower one. But I actually fixed the magic, all the issues the magic had and the casting and the whole nine yard where you cast one after another. By the time a warrior hits you one, the magic hits you three, maybe four times almost. And that's not a fair fight. So we're going to make the magic is going to be absolutely insane. But the warrior, considering and the realistic look of it, if a warrior hits you, with a sword, you should be able to feel it. So yeah, they're slow. They're going to have a 2.5 to a 3 second cycle when they squeeze a skill. While magicians are going to be a little tiny faster than the warriors, but it's not going to be where the warrior hits you once, you're going to hit him four times. It's going to be a ratio of probably for every hit the warrior hits you, you're going to have like a 1.5 second ahead. So it's not going to be a fast recasting. It's going to be a fair fight. And I also fixed the hotkey. So regardless, each skill will have its own cooling time, but there is a particular frame time when you cast in skill that when you cast the skill, you have to wait between 1.5 to 2 seconds before you can actually cast the second skill. It's a very quick process. You can barely see it or feel it, but I'm not 100% sure about the math in terms of if it was 1 second or 1.5 seconds. I just don't remember. But it's not going to be the 0.5 that it used to be. It was way too fast. In 3 seconds, you can hit somebody fucking like I don't know, 3 times, 4 times, maybe more than that. It was crazy. It's just insane. What else? Temple Knight. This is the gold. This is the regular. This is rank 8, second best. Rank 8, first best. Of course. The Temple Knight. Look at that. Helmet. Absolutely insane. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yep, that's the Temple Knight. Then you're gonna have the gold Temple Knight. And where is the... There it is. This bottle. Somebody cut his horn. It looks so cool. Yeah, this is it right here. And then we already seen the Black Knight. The White Knight. I put a little skeleton. This is all rank 10. This is gonna be level 300. This is your reward when you get there. I mean, the game is going to get to like level 800. You can do 200 per class. But the way I'm going to be creating everything, or I'm creating everything, is that, yeah, you're going to be grinding, but you're really grinding with fun. I want to make sure the quest system, there's going to be, I think, 3 or 4 different quest systems. I mean, it's insane. The systems, so you're going to have the quest the rank quests. So that means that every rank you get maybe about 5 to 7 quests per rank. Once you do it, you can't do it again. But it's going to be a little thing that I'm working on because I don't want that to be abuse where players create a character, boom, 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 get the rewards and come back down. So the really cool rewards are going to start after level 100 because those are the one that shows the dedicated players. And this is not going to be a game to go to the end game. If you want to go to like the end game bosses and and just keep whatever no effort to earn anything, then yeah, there are other versions. But if you really want to build something really cool and hang out with your friends and have a really good evening, grinding it and doing quests, PvP matches, PvP arena, which I'm going to have as particular maps dedicated to PvP arena. The bosses are absolutely insane. Um, if let's see, which one do we go first? Should we go to Barkman? Is the number one, and this is your first boss. This is your regular IKK. This is going to be a rank 3-4 boss. Rank 3-4. Rank 3 and rank 4. You're not going to be able to cross here if you're rank 2. So you have to be rank 3 to be able to be here. Or at least almost rank 3. I think you can enter at level 35. I think it's 35. Level 40 to cross this one right here. But second boss is in Mozart. Mozart, this is where the succubus and the Cyclops. I may remove the Cyclops from this map. That's going to be a decision later on. We're going to make the whole map only for the succubus. You're going to have, of course, there are going to be 5 different types of succubus. You're going to get a lot of experience. The boss spawns right here, so here it is. There it is. This is the Blood Demon. This is the one you guys remember. I just retextured like the actual succubus and got created a little bit on the front with a little evil face. But this is your rank 5 and rank 6. Or rank 4 or rank 5, actually. Rank 4, rank 5. And then you have your, which one is your next? I think it's on here. I think. It's like somewhere around here. This is where he spawned. There he is. And I think I'm gonna remove this the red wyverns from this map, and I'm gonna add a different mob. I was thinking the Guagua champions to make them a regular mob. I'm gonna resize them. They're too big, so I'm gonna make it smaller. The mini bosses are coming, so you will see the mini bosses. This is, look at this one. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Then the next one I think is in Dark Hole. If I'm not, let's see. Actually, Dark Hole is 33, but I don't remember in which location that I put him. I think it was here. Let's see. Or it's in the other side. Yeah, I think it's in the other side. I just don't remember the coordinates. But I could do this real quick. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I'm doing a little research on my database because I can get the location of all 6 new bosses and I can just go where they are. Okay. This is the dumb soldier warriors and the gods. I found it. There it is. Okay. So we gotta go see the 33. It's called the King Dumb Soldier Warrior. So let's see if it's here. Because he goes to like random spot. I have 3 different random locations. Let's see if we can find him. He's normally up here. He's a big fucker. So we'll see him if we find. Okay, so he's not up here. I was going to expand them all in Barter Square so you guys can see them quick, but there he is. Look at that big sucker. Ha ha! Let's go! Look at the face, bro. I really, really killed it on this one. This is my favorite of all, but they all came out really nice. So this is the Dumb Soldier Warrior boss. You will see the announcements when they show up after you kill them. I already tested them all. They're all good. I haven't done the drop list, but everything is good. I'm going to create a really, really essential skill for the attack and for the HP and for the drops. It's going to be really nice. Some people ask me, say, hey, why haven't you opened your game? It's been like almost 3 years since it's closed. Well, the first 2 years it was closed. It was control damage after, we got betrayed and James stole my files. But then, Cage came in and he just literally started organizing everything and I just follow his lead. And I just want to make sure we open a working game with a full capacity. There's nothing else to do with open. It's just open it. Boom. That's it. Get it done. Just assist people and do updates of maintenance here and there. But, for the most part, the main stuff should be done. And that's actually a pretty cool thing. Okay. So the next one, which one is the next one from here? I think it's the Formedian. Yeah, the Formedian Warrior. Yeah, that is Zill. So if we go to Zill, and then which location should we go to? There it goes. This is the Formedian. And he should be somewhere around here. He should be somewhere around here. It's just like a Formedian. There he is. That's the boss. Look at that sucker. Yeah, he looks really good. I like him. This ant is on fire. Oh yeah, he's on fire. The Phoenician warrior. This is to be here. You got to be rank 6, 125. So it's the only way you can walk inside this map. I made it where if you use a teleport um, item, such as the summoning amulet or the guild summoning ring, um, it was no purpose of having two summoning items. So I made one for personal one-on-one, and then the other one for a guild. You can summon up to 3 members. However, the members, whoever you're summoning, they need to accept your summon. Um, so it will show up a message, and you have to type yes or no. Very simple. Um, Not only that, if you type yes or no, but your levels, you're not the required level, then it's going to give you a message saying, sorry, you do not have the level requirement to enter this map zone, or whatever the message I wrote. I forgot. It was something like that. You're going to get a message, and the person who tried to summon you will get a message as well saying, sorry, the player you're trying to summon does not have the level requirement to enter this map, and so on and so forth. This will protect maps from having low level players scouting or whatever they do with them, you know, should not be on that level. The next one of the other bosses, so that's actually 2 new bosses that we went. We saw the King, Dumb Soldier, Warriors, and the Supreme Formidable Warrior. That is this one, the Supreme Formidable Warrior. The next one, where are you? I think is the Leech Master, which was my very first boss, the one I did. And I gotta tell you the truth, folks. I gotta tell you, when it comes to big time, majorly, no, I'm sorry, I was quoting George Carlin. Yeah, this fucking boss was insane. It was insane. It was the first one, so it was insane. It was fucking insane. It was insane. It is somewhere around here. Oh, there he is. He's right here. Go, Leechy. A Leech Master. Where are you? Let's, there he is. There he is. There he is. This is the Leech Master. I wanted to make him bigger, but I said, you know what? Nah, that's fine. We're going to have the mini bosses. The mini bosses is not going to be on the Leech. We're going to do them on the Banshee. So you're going to see a Banshee that is going to be like 1.5 bigger, just a little bigger, a little bigger. And you're going to probably see through the entire map, maybe 3 or 4. And if you kill them, they only pop every hour or so. So I have not yet worked on that, but I know I can do it because it's going to be the same system. So it's going to be really cool. So this is your Leech Master. This is the third boss after the main 3 outside. This is premium zone bosses. The next one after the Leech Master, which one is going to be? So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. So I show 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we go to the cocoon. And okay. So this is the cocoon, and he's trapped in this castle. I believe if you attack him, you won't be able to get out. You will have to destroy the gate. That is a perk and a feature for this boss. So let's say you come in with your guild and you got here first and you hit the boss. The gates will close. All right, the gates, let's see, let me show you. Oh, I don't have any weapon. I took it that you cannot attack if you don't have a weapon. Boom. So let's get out of here. See, the gate closed. So you will have to destroy the gate. To be able to get out. Bye-bye. Otherwise, I will be here an hour. Not an hour, but... So that's the cocoon. He's trapped in here. And he's like, it's called Queen... no, actually, Emperor Cocoon. He's in here. So, Emperor Cocoon. Again, very soon all these quests are going to be open. But Emperor Cocoon is in here. And we can kill Emperor Cocoon. And of course, when you kill a boss, oh, I forgot. I added the, oh my God, what's the call? The same feature that the blood demon has. So he frees you. The cocoon frees you. Like if you don't, you have to get out of the horse and whatever. Let me see. There you go. You have to go old school on this motherfucker. Anyways, that is your Emperor Cocoon. And then after this whole cool system that we have, so if you get in first, the people outside have to break the door before they can hit the boss. Remember, you have to do 5% minimum to be able to qualify for the drops. So if you come in late and you can't get in on time, then you can't get in on time. This is one of those bosses that you have to get to know it. You have to learn, the 3 times they spot. It is assigned to this castle right now, but I'm going to put 2 different locations. So that means that if he's not in the castle, he's going to be outside, and so on and so forth. I'm just going to make it really cool. It's going to be a really cool system. The next one is going to be number 5 of the new ones. Is Queen Earth Elemental. And the Queen Earth Elemental, this one is 6. This is one of the new maps. Where are you? What is it? Oh, 7. So Queen Earth Elemental is actually inside the castle. This is the Earth Elemental. I'm going to make that, instead of bluish, I'm going to make it green, like an acid green. So it's gonna spit acid and green instead of um, but this is the queen elemental, earth elemental. So she is the mother of the land. And then the next one and the last one, which is the Incubus Wrath. I have to change all this. That was for the old ones. This is the last map of the land. This is King's Land. This is a very, very strong map. You're gonna find a lot of shit here. This is with all rank 10 stuff. And the king, there he is, Incubus Wrath. This is gonna be a cool boss. When you walk on by, when you call my name, ha ha, look at that. La 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 la. I love it. Ah. Oh, bro, I've been busy. I've been very busy. I fixed so many different things. It's just crazy. Um, I'm actually in NPCs right now. So I'm pretty much renaming every single NPC. I am making sure the NPCs are working, making sure that, you know, if you actually, there's a bunch of them inside here. Oh, there, this. So all the NPCs, oh, this ones I have not activated. That's because they're not. That's actually shaking because you have to press Alt. That is so that the Alt is so that you see that little sword. You can turn it off and on. So, yeah, these guys are not. Anyways, that's the last boss. This is the last map, so I haven't actually gone and has inspected everything. I'm like on the 90% of the maps in terms of inspection. And since I'm going through all the NPCs right now over every single map, I'm actually right now I think I'm in Taros. I think so. But then I have to go back again because I have to remove all the old items and add the new ones, right? To make sure the right levels, the right ranks, everything is all on the same spot, on the right spot. Sorry, not on the same. So, run one basically is going to go all the way from Vale to Mojas. We normally know that. By the time you get to Mojas, normally you like run one still. So yeah, all the way to Mojas. That's where all the best rank one stuff is going to drop. Then you have your rank two all the way to Neris. And the best stuff for rank two is going to drop them Neris and Harrods. And probably a mixture of the rank two and rank three, and Barkman. A rank three is going to be all the way to, I think it's Zureni. Once you get to rank four, it's going to be like the second best in Taros. Then you have three more maps, which are going to be rank four and rank five. That's it. Then everything else is after that. But it's going to be very well organized. The animations, everything has been set. So if you're attacking a mobs, you're going to see. You will see you see how that little light comes out. Oh, wait, that's. Do I have this on? Off. Let me turn that off. Dun, 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 dun. So depending on what type of weapon you're using, they'll change colors, right? Look at that. I was going to make when you walk, you can actually see the fire on the weapon, but it just doesn't make sense to have a weapon with magic stuff, right? So what I did was only the staff. Like if you go. Do I have a staff here? Don't have a staff. I mean, well, I could do this. Let me see. All right. So we're going to see. Okay. So we're going to see all the new horses. Oops. Oh, what the hell? So you have the new horses. Then you have the new mask. You see all texture ready and icon ready too. Then you have let's see. Give me 1 second. Rain keeps falling. Let's nope. You have the staff. Of course, when you walk with the staff, it glows. That's the only item that glows when you walk. Then we did the daggers. We got all the daggers. Then we did all the shields. The shields came out so cool. The shields are really, really cool stuff. So the shields are actually really cool. Yeah, those are all the daggers. The daggers are actually really cool. And we did this is the axis. Look at that. It's two-handed. I mean, come on. Can it get any better? It's so good. What else did we did? Oh, we did the spears. The spears. I have the new items match not just the warrior, but the magic and range class. So when they use it, they can actually feel a good combination. You know? So we have the axes, we have the spears, we have the staff, we have the daggers, we have the shields, we have the mask, and we have the hats. The hats, uh, the hats are going to be only for magicians, so we'll be able to. Pretty cool. There's a lot of hats, quite a few. Trust me, when you see the right armor with it, they look pretty cool. Welcome by. Let's see. Look at that. Oh, that is so cool. That is the. Anyways. Oh, this has been great. I'm very excited. I'm going to be replacing a lot of the old items for a new version of the item. There's quite a few that just I don't like them, and people don't use them. So we want to change them so that people will be like, "Oh, wait a minute, I've never seen this item before." Yeah. So we're gonna get it to work. Anyways, there's quite a few other stuff that I've been working on. I've been fixing a lot of the spelling on the NPCs. I've been fixing the names. I've been fixing a lot of things. Um, Cat shop is ready. NPCs unveil. Everything is working. The hybrid skill NPC is here, and the regular skills NPC. I still think I'm going to add the skills into the, into the drop list. Just going to make them a little different than what they used to be. So hopefully it'll be a cool way of players be able, either you get it here, or you can just you can just get it while training. Okay, you can just come here and right and just buy. Um, Simple as that. Very, very cool. I've added already three working maps. I populated one already, which is the Black Stone. Then the next one, which is the other two maps, I've not going to reveal the names yet because I still haven't 100% decided. I did pick one, but I have a list of like four or five that I would like to see which one is the one I'm going to eventually choose further. We walked two of those maps now. The third one is not done yet, but it will be done probably in the next week or so. So should be all right. Um, in terms of the uh, mechanics of everything has been fixed. I fixed almost every single mechanic that either wasn't working properly or I wanted to work in a different way. So it's going to be that. Soon enough, I can't wait to get into the actual balancing of the certain things, such as the skills, class, items, are pretty much, I'm leaving that to the last minute. And the reason for that is because there's still some items that I'm going to be adding to the actual item inventory. And I want to make sure that when I add them all, I be able to really spread them out properly. Uh, um, if I start the balancing, that means that if I have another 10, 15, 20 items to add, which I still have probably around 30 or 40 items that I need to add, I need to add about 15 different swords that I have, one-handed. Um, and there's about 10 different bows that I need to add. So there's quite a few other things that I need to add. And I want to make sure that when I do the item balance, it's all set up, all set and done, right? It's a one shot, boom, and then they all fit properly. Then after that, it will be much easier for me to really implement things in a sense of texture. So it'll be cool to have the same item with like five different textures, right? We're gonna have some of those shields with different textures. We're gonna have some of those weapons and staff with different textures for the same rank. They're not gonna have different stats. You're just gonna have four different textures, or five different textures for one, the best. Let's say the best of every rank. So that's kind of a little bit, and it's not for all the items, just for some of the main ones, right? I have a couple of the daggers, I have a couple of the staff, a couple of the shields, here, maybe not five, maybe three, and so on and so forth. It's all depending, but it's an all good for the fun. But anyways, with that being said, it's been great. It's been fun. I'm telling you, I am not stopping. ah, it is getting super califragilistic and I'm telling you, my friends, I am working hard. I am absolutely doing everything in my power to make sure that, I get it done. It's a lot of work. A lot of work. A lot of work. It's a lot of work, bro. It's crazy. A lot of work. But anyways, I'll leave you guys to that. and I'm gonna continue doing what I do. Hopefully, um, we have a few more months to go. Hopefully, I can rush it. I didn't know I was going to be this fast. If I continue on this speed, I may open it before the year is over. It could be a good Christmas opening, but I don't want to promise anything. I do want to have a complete open world, and I don't want to have a key or anything for it to go in. I want players to go to Steam, download the game, and go in and play. I am building a website, and I am doing something special. I really, really, really want to be able to display everything that I've worked on. Every single item, the whole entire game guide, not just the gameplay for those who don't know the game, but I want to be able to display everything, all the weapons, armors, everything display for you guys where you can just touch it and automatically you'll be able to see what item it is, the specs, where it drops, what map drops, what mob, everything, the whole nine yard. I want to be able to provide as much as possible so that players, if they have a question, I can just say, hey, go on the website and check out mobs. You want to know where everything is, then you're going to have a section for mobs, maps, and you have your AOC Wikipedia. The AOC Wikipedia is going to have quite a few Wikipedia sections. You're going to have your item wiki, then you're going to have your mob wiki, then you're going to have your boss wiki, your map wiki, right? So there's going to be quite a few Wikipedias for the game specifically. This is going to help the players to find things, to understand things, to get to things quickly as possible. I am going to have also the website where the live stage of the server will be displayed. You will see the top 10 high rank. You will see the castle siege status. You're going to see castle status. You're going to see the entire, access to the entire server directly to the website. So you will be able to purchase items in the website and they will show up in your account, no problem. So we are going to do things in a pretty cool way. So hopefully we'll be able to give you, not only that, I am working also to build an application, which is going to have your entire, your character information. So hopefully I'll be able to come out with a good design that is connected to the database. And if you are online and you open the app, you'll be able to see your live status of your character. Everything that is on your inventory, everything that is on your warehouse, you'll be able to have access to everything. You'll be able to see everything and so on and so forth. So hopefully I'll be able to design a good app. But that is not a priority right now. I'm going to continue coding. I'm going to continue working to make sure that every item has the proper textures. And I'm going to continue the theme and everything that I'm doing to make sure that, we get to a point where we have a full 100% working game. And I believe I can accomplish that. Hopefully in the next 5 months, 6 months, we'll have a full game, to test and Steam, and then we'll have an open game very shortly after that. I'll probably do an alpha test for about 30 days, considering I may have about 30 or 40 players coming in to test. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. But anyways, with that being said, just wanted to, drop by and give you guys some of the updates and so on and so forth. But anyways, this is your friend Cignare, and I'm just going to say, I am out. Let's go, baby.